Hey there, Heather. Hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcoming you to another Dice United video. We're doing the 2023 Spanish Cup, like the Spanish teams from 2023. 20 of them: Barcelona, Real, Atletico, Villarreal, Sociedad, Mallorca, Osasuna, Girona, Almeria, Real Betis, Real Falcao, Valencia, Real Valladolid, Bilbao, Cadiz, Getafe, Celta Vigo, Sevilla, Espanyol, and Elche. So they'll play in Knockout Cup stage, 2 legs, as I always do. I like that. And the away goes rule. You get that. So Real Madrid will now have to qualify. They got the unlucky draw. I know that a couple of videos ago we talked about the 2012 Spanish Club. This is the 2023 squads. So anyway, Osasuna versus Celta Vigo, first game. Osasuna won 3-1, and Celta Vigo won the game, but remember, it's 2 legs, so Osasuna moves on. Real Valladolid wins 2-0 over Elche, and then shut them down, so Valladolid moves on. Real Madrid losing 1-0 to Real Falcao with Falcao. Atletico Madrid over Girona 1-0. Second leg sees Madrid win with Morata. Now, will Real Madrid come back? The answer is they do. 3-2. Final Benzema with the hat trick, but guess what? Both teams with 3 goals, so it was 3-3. But Real Falcao scored 2 goals on the road. Trejo and Palason. If it weren't for those 2 goals, Real Madrid would have moved on, but Falcao moves on because of the road goals rule. So Real Madrid, who won the 2012 event, will not win the 2023 thing. Falcao will face Real Sociedad, so it would have been Real Madrid against Real Sociedad. Sevilla takes on Villarreal, Getafe versus Valladolid, Valencia, Almeria, Atletico Madrid, Atletico Bilbao, Real Betis versus Barcelona, that should be a good one, Espanyol, Mallorca, and Osasuna, Cadiz. Sevilla for Villarreal winning 3-1 in the first leg, and in the second leg, so Villarreal moves on. Getafe beat Valladolid 2-1. Valencia crushing Almeria in the first leg. Almeria winning 3-1 at home, but they couldn't score that 1 goal to do anything. Well, even if they did score to tie it, Valencia had the road goals rule, but Valencia moved on to the quarterfinals. Out of Atléticos, Madrid with Morata 1-0. Barcelona tying Real Betis 1-1. Pedri and Juanmi scoring. Mallorca 3-1 over Espanyol and crushing Espanyol, so Mallorca will move on from the nice island. Osasuna leading Cadiz 1-0. Real Sociedad crushing Falcao 3-0. Second leg 2-0. So Sociedad crushed Falcao, who took down Real Madrid. So Sociedad does their job. Osasuna Cadiz, second leg, saw a tie, so Osasuna moves on. Barcelona, can they win? Oh, yeah, they do. 4-0. They crushed Real Betis, saying, you have the gall to tie us, we'll fuck you up. Bilbao with a big 3-1 win over Atletico Madrid. So Williams scoring. So Bilbao takes out Atletico Madrid. And finally, Valladolid and Getafe tied, so Getafe is in the quarterfinals. They'll take on Sociedad, Osasuna, Villarreal, Valencia, Barcelona, and Mallorca, Bilbao. Villarreal up 3-1, should be easy. While Osasuna makes it 3-3, and Villarreal, well, they lost the game at home, but because Villarreal scored 3 goals at Osasuna only scored twice at Villarreal. Road goals rule, Villarreal survives that movement. Sociedad and Getafe tied 2-2. Barcelona only beat Valencia 1-0 to Lewandowski. Mallorca 4-0 and 1-1. So Mallorca will move on to the semifinals. Valencia Barcelona second leg. Barca wins 3-1, so they had no problems with Valencia. And Getafe got 2-0 win over Sociedad, moves on to the semifinals to meet Villarreal. Barcelona will face Mallorca. Barcelona crushing Mallorca 4-1, should be able to win. Yep, they do. 1-0. So Barcelona beats Mallorca to move on to the finals. Villarreal 3-0, should be easy. 2-1. So Villarreal and Barcelona will meet in the Spanish final. Let's take a look at each team. Barcelona, FC Barcelona 5-0-1 in this tournament. Ter Stegen, the goalie for Germany. Their tie was with Real Betis, their first one, but they've won 5 straight. One's over Betis, 2 over Valencia, and 2 over Mallorca. Completely gaffed. Villarreal, they have 3 goalies. Pepe Reina in net. Surprised they have other goalies. Rulli and Jorgensen, but Pepe Reina, former goalie for Liverpool, if memory serves me right. Villarreal was 5-1. They did lose to Osasuna. Well, they beat Sevilla and they lost to Osasuna. But thankfully, they scored 3 goals at Osasuna for the away goals rule, and then they beat Getafe. So now they got to face Barca. First leg sees a 1-1 tie. So Villarreal, big win in a sense of with a tie. They'll host Barcelona at Estadio Ceramica. Villarreal, you see Nicolas Jackson, Jordan Moreno, Jose Mareas, Cheruski, Yaremi, Daddy Perejo, Pau Torres, Rolo Albonia, Pepe Reina, Net against Ter Stegen, Barcelona, Romandowski, Rafina, Pedri, Demi Bella, Sergio Romero, Jordi Alba, Eric Garcia, Marcos Alonso, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Busquets, and PK. So first try, 9 minutes. Villarreal, Pau Torres will get for his trouble. 9 minutes later, goes for it. Villarreal's defense, Balde doing his job. 6 minutes later, one goes black. Dembele, but it's stopped by Reina. Dembele thought he had a goal. I would have thought he would have got it. 10 minutes later, defense for Barcelona. Rojo clears that ball. Crunch time. Barcelona with the attack. No. Villarreal, Perejo. Second for Villarreal. We don't have no score. If the score stays the same 0-0, Villarreal will actually win because they scored at Barcelona. On away goals, Barcelona. That's what? Barcelona. Gavi. The midfielder. There might be some justice. 11 minutes later. Villarreal on the attack. Pascal. Oh, Jorge Pascal, and Villarreal has the lead somehow on home turf. PK with the clip. Oh no, you don't get it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was trying to do some butt scratching. Barcelona gets a free kick. Lewandowski scores. 1-1 tie. So 1-1 both ways. So we would have extra time if needed. Villarreal pitch battle. German. That call. 4th yellow card, showing some favorable stuff. Barcelona. Uh-oh. Roberto with a late tackle. It's in the penalty area. So Jose Morales says, I'll take it. Villarreal, 2-1. 2 minutes later. Villarreal back on the attack. 6 minutes later, Villarreal with the attack. Villarreal. Clicked on by Jackson. By Ter Stegen. Does his job. Crunch time. By Gavi is going to make a mistake. I got a warning. Okay. Barcelona might have a chance. They attack. Good score! Barcelona has taken the advantage because of the road goals rule. This is unbelievable. Full time. Barcelona the road goals rule. Barcelona wins the 2023 championship. Meaning that North Villarreal will have to settle for second place. So that's what will happen. Villarreal will do its job. Barca wins on road goals. Villarreal, Jordan Moreno, and Coupe scored 3 times. 5-1 and 2. All teams from Ghana, Nigeria, France, Argentina, Holland, Algeria, Barcelona. Wasn't for that late goal by Ferran Torres, they would not have won it. That goal was huge because they win on the away goals rule. They didn't lose a game. Lewandowski scored 7 goals. 7 of the 17 goals were scored by Lewandowski. Enzo Fati. We got Paul, Lewandowski, Brazilian Rafinha, Frenchman Dembele, Ivory Coast Kessie, Dutchman De Jong, Frenchman Kunde, Denmark's Christensen, Memphis Depay from Holland, and Uruguay's Raúl Araujo. So great job by Barcelona. They somehow won. So the 2023 squad will move on. So we'll just delete La Liga because of the Spanish Cup. You'll see the teams. No, see the teams. We'll give you another one. Actually, I want the 72 team to have to lead off. Let's go with the 2012 Division 2. The championship. Well, they got first division, but let's do the 2012 version. Let's see which team will get in. Same with me. So that's what the season's name. We got 20 city teams. Southampton, Birmingham, Reading, Blackpool, West Ham, Brighton, Cardiff, Hull, Leicester, Derby, Ipswich, Watford, Portsmouth, Middlesbrough, Peterborough, Crystal Palace, Coventry, Barnsley, Burnley, Leeds, Millwall, Bristol, Nottingham Forest, and Doncaster. Yeah, a lot of those names, like back when we were decent. So anyway, there's 8 preliminary round matches. There are 8 teams that will move on to the Sweet 16 no matter what. So Holland, Peterborough, no score. Millwall beats Doncaster 1-0. First leg. Burnley crushing Middlesbrough. Second leg, they easily won. So Burnley will move on to the round 16. Birmingham beat Derby 4-1. And 3-0. So Birmingham doing their job. Brighton 2-1 lead on Coventry. Barnsley 2-0 on Cardiff. Cardiff wins 4-3, but Barnsley scored early and often. So Barnsley takes down Cardiff to move on. Watford leads Portsmouth after one leg 2-1. Bristol City 3-0 and 1-0. So Bristol takes down Nottingham Forest. Second leg of Portsmouth Watford sees Portsmouth win 3-2, but thanks to Watford's 2 away goals, they move on. They do their job. Away goals will work. Brighton beats Coventry, so they'll move on. Millwall beats Doncaster on a home goal, so Circa's team will move on. And 1-1 tie, Hull beats Peterborough thanks to the away goals rule. So the round of 16, Millwall takes on Birmingham, Hull versus Blackpool, Reading versus Brighton, Leicester versus Bristol, Leeds versus West Ham, Burnley versus Southampton, Watford versus Crystal Palace, and Ipswich versus Barnsley. First leg Birmingham Millwall 2-0, and Millwall did it. Well, Birmingham won 2-0 Wood and Rooney, but then in extra time, that can't be Harry Kane, right? Millwall. That Harry Kane, the Harry Kane that's one of the greatest goal scorers in English history, wasn't it? Harry Kane played for Millwall? Well, he did, and Birmingham loses on aggregate. Fuck. 5-0 Blackpool over Hull, and Blackpool will move on to the quarters. Reading leads Brighton 1-0 after one leg. Leicester and Bristol tie 2-2. West Ham leads 1-0. Burnley and Southampton tie 2-2. Watford and Crystal Palace no score, and Barnsley will win 2-0. But Ipswich goes into Barnsley to win, so Ipswich will move on. Barnsley's like, what? Yep. Oh well, Blackburn, Ipswich, and Crystal Palace beats Watford 3-0 thanks to Ambrose. Southampton Burnley tied 1-1, but thanks to 2 road goals, Southampton will move on. Burnley out. West Ham 5-1 over Leeds, so looks good for West Ham. No score, Leicester and Bristol, but Bristol, because of their 2 road goals, will move on. Leicester out. Fuck. Reading wins 2-0 over Brighton, so they'll move on to quarters. Blackpool will face Ipswich, Southampton Reading, Bristol West Ham, and Crystal Palace Millwall. First leg of the quarterfinals, Blackpool wins 3-0 and wins the second match. So Blackpool will be in the semifinals. Southampton crushing Reading 4-1. So Southampton will move on to the semifinals. West Ham 2-1 over Bristol City. They'll wait a little bit. Crystal Palace beat Millwall 3-1. And 1-0. So Crystal Palace will move on with Blackpool Southampton. And it will be West Ham with the win. So West Ham faces Crystal Palace, Blackpool versus Southampton. Division 2, West Brom and Rotherham were the top 2, but West Brom, I think, was in Premier League in 2023, and Rotherham nowhere to be seen. Southampton beat Blackpool in the first leg 3-1 and tied it. So Southampton will move on to the finals. Crystal Palace 1-0 and 4-0 for West Ham. So West Ham crushes Crystal Palace on home turf. So West Ham will face Southampton in the final. Southampton with Kelvin Davis in the nets. 3 wins, 3 ties. You got a Japanese guy, Tada Lee. Ricky Lambert, Adam Lallana. I know him. Not personally, but so Southampton 3 wins and 3 ties. They tied Burnley twice, but because they scored more goals on the road against Burnley, they moved on. And then Reading and Blackpool were taken out by Southampton. West Ham, for Basinga or Evans. Stuff from the side meant Robert Green in the net. Manuel Amulia out there, but Robert Green, the goalie. The guy who fought in 2012, 2010, he would be the #1 goalie for England, but he bobbled it in the World Cup. 5 wins and a loss. You got some Englishmen, you got Norwegian and Welsh. Kevin Nolan, Mark Noble, Winston Reid from Kiwitown, New Zealand, John Carew from Norway, Danny Collins, Papa Bobo Diop, the guy who for that famous goal for Senegal in the 2002 World Cup. Scott Parker is also there. Yeah, West Ham lost to Crystal Palace but came back to beat them. They beat Leeds and Bristol. Excuse me, I hiccuped. First leg saw West Ham up 2-0, so West Ham looks like they'll get their spot in the tournament. Southampton with Calvin Davis net against Robert Green of West Ham. Here we go. 2 minutes into the game. Southampton Hoyfield will get a warning. 17 minutes later. Southampton with the defense. Great tackle. 3 minutes later. Southampton's defense. West Ham looking like they want to play defense. Double time attack. Cold-blooded. West Ham is out for blood. Okay, do they have it? Noble off the post. Good. They're at 3-0. 3 minutes later. West Ham little trip by O'Brien. Joey O'Brien gets the figure away. Crunch time. West Ham's defense spots the danger. Halftime, West Ham leading 1-0 on Southampton. 1 minute. Southampton tried to tie it up. Lallana. But Robert Green saves the day. 11 minutes. Southampton again. Remember on the folly? What a stop. Robert Green looking pretty good. 10 minutes later. Southampton with the attack. Scoring for Southampton. Southampton's running out of time. Good chance. 1-1 tie, but West Ham does have a 2-goal advantage. They know they will play defense. West Ham on the attack. Try to get Reed. Look for Cole. Nope. Crunch time. But Lansbury will get a warning. Who cares? They do. West Ham, 2012. West Ham team will move on to the tournament. They are the championship winners. So they did their job. They're moving on. Give you the West Ham highlights. Robert Green doing his job. 6 wins, a loss, and a tie. Kevin Nolan, Mark Noble, PK with 3 goals. It was like, well, they just basically had a team effort. And team effort they did. Anyhow, Jeff Diamond to do